Hey, Shalom. First, I would like to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shai, Yahweh, who the world ignorantly calls God. Yahweh Shai, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus. Want to give a double honor to the apostles of Great Millstone who has taught me this truth. Want to give a peace and blessings to the occupant across the four corners of the earth who teach this truth and rest of life to do so. It's going to be a quick video, Lord willing video. It's edifying, Lord willing brothers get something from this video. Basically, what I'm going to go into is, showing that, the so-called Jews, the ones that the ones that say they are Jews that dwell in the land right now are not. The real people now. Some of them are the ones that go back to the ones that go back to to so-called Negroes, so-called so-called Mexicans, so-called Native Americans. We can't really go off of every you have a lot of brothers who look like different nations. You have part of the curses was that we would be spread, okay, throughout. And Israel is the sands of the sea, man. So you can't really go off of what just somebody looks like. You know what I mean? But with that being said, the majority of them, the so-called Jews or Jewish people over there are not the true children, man. You got to understand the true children went through and is currently going through the curses, but the curses are, lifting up, and the curses are being brought upon our enemies, just like it said in Deuteronomy 28th chapter. This is Zechariah 9. This is Zechariah 9:6. It says, "And a bastard shall dwell in Ashdod." Okay, so when you go to that bastard. Okay, when you go to that bastard that dwells in Ashdod, that bastard is talking about the Amalekites, which is the Jewish people. Their biblical name is Amalek. Okay, now when you go to Revelations, when you go to Revelations 3 and 9, I'm gonna read this. It says, "Behold, I will make them of the synagogue. I will make them of the synagogue of Satan, which say they are Jews and are not, but do lie. Behold, I will make them to come and worship before thy feet, and to know that I have loved thee." Okay, and who is he talking about? Who is Yahweh Shai talking about? Well, he's talking about he's talking about us as a nation. Okay, us as a people, us being Israelites. Okay, the true Israelites, the true Hebrews. Okay, this is 10. It says, "Because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I will keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon the world to try them that dwell upon the earth." Now, they're going to, starting with the elect, okay, and the apostles starting with the elect, they're going to come, worship. But as a whole nation, all the nations are going to, when you go to Isaiah, I see there in the 60th chapter or the 4th chapter, it tells you all nations will come to that mountain, man, wanting to follow our customs and wanting to follow in our ways. And that mountain represents, a government. Okay, when our government is set up, all the nations are going to have to live by it. Okay, but they're going to want to live by it, because that's the only way to live. If you think about it, you got people in the Middle East still to this day that follow some of the customs of us, with, women being covered up, the way they dress, the clothing, certain laws, right? So that's how powerful, and we haven't been in our land in years, man. And I mean, we've been lost for so long, but the law is still standing, some of it is still standing strong in the heathen nations. Okay, when you look at the Middle East, you look at, certain things that they do, not all things, but, a small portion of what they do, they get it from us. Okay, it says, "Because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I will also keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon the world to try them that dwell upon the earth. Behold, I come quickly. Hold that fast which thou hast, that no man take thy crown." And that's beautiful too. I got that. And I mean, that's another video for another time, but I'll just touch on that right a little bit since I read it. It says, behold, I come quickly. Hold that fast which thou hast. So we have this truth, so we hold on to it. until Yahweh Shai come, man. Hold on to the portion that we got, whatever portion that brothers got. Hold on to it. That's what we got to hold on to. So therefore, we might receive the promise, man. We might receive salvation. But let me touch on 9. Let me touch on 9 right here. I'm reading back 9. Behold, I will make them of the synagogue of Satan, which say they are Jews and are not. So they say they are Jews and are not. Okay, it says, but do lie. Behold, I will make them come to worship before thy feet, and to know that I have loved thee. And who is that thee? As talking, starting with the elect. Start with Yahweh Shai, and then being joint heirs, the elect. They're gonna come worship, worship before our feet, man. They're gonna have to. Okay, they're gonna have to. You gotta understand that, everything that these heathen have set up, has been against us. Okay, and they are in cahoots with each other. Okay, that's why it's foolish to join hand in hand with them. You know what I mean? This is Psalms 83:3. It says, well, I'll start at 2. It says, for lo, thine enemies make a tumult, and they hate thee, and they that hate thee, Salat, have lifted up the head. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people, and consulted against thy hidden ones. They have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more remembered. So that's pure hatred that they have. Okay, and that's pure hatred that they've showed throughout the years, throughout time, throughout the whole time they've been on, the whole time that they've been running the world, really, because the earth is given into the hands of the wicked. Even Job, I'm going to grab that, but even Job told you that. Okay, it says, they have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more remembrance, for they have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee. And when you go down to these, it starts listing, different heathen nations. Okay, but let me grab this. Oh, no, it's a lot.